Hey all, welcome to Project 4. This project we will be learning about cellular energy and reproduction. Cellular energy is how, like it sounds, it's how cells get energy and how they break it down and use it. And reproduction is how cells make new cells. There's going to be two components to cellular energy and two components to reproduction, and you'll learn about all those in this project. So first thing off the bat, there's going to be no edgenuity for this project, which is nice. This project is supposed to be kind of fast, so you can get through it quickly, because the other projects took a little bit too long and we're a little bit behind pace, but this should help us catch up. So first part of this here, it says items to include for photosynthesis and cellular respiration, and items to include for mitosis and meiosis. These questions right here are what you're going to be answering with your projects. Okay, you have a list of 7 potential projects you could do here, and you get to choose 2. One is going to be about photosynthesis and cellular respiration, and one is going to be mitosis and meiosis. Okay, but you can't choose the same project twice. You have to choose 2 different projects so that you can get some creativity, do some different things, which I think will be cool. So remember, in your projects, you're going to be simply answering these questions. This first part up here says, what is photosynthesis and why is it important? What are the reactants and products for photosynthesis? And then you can go on down that list. So as you're creating these projects, make sure you are answering these questions, because as we will talk about later, that is how you're going to get points on the rubric to pass the project. Okay. So let's go through your project choices. Remember, you're choosing 2 different project choices here. The first one, you can write a newspaper article. So it's from the point of view of a person living during the time of the discoveries of whatever of these 2 projects you want to do. So it's really, you have to imagine that it's a really cool thing, that they've never heard of photosynthesis before, and why is it so important to know about it, etc., etc. Okay. Next is a poem or song. Has to rhyme and be descriptive, creative, and of course answer the questions up here so you can get some points. Next is to create a model, a 3D model. So some people for the cell project chose to do it with clay, or there's even some like cakes, brownies, stuff like that, which is pretty cool. The next, if you like to draw, you could do a children's storybook. I know in my advisory we are doing this for Everyone Can Create. So create a story where you learn about mitosis and meiosis. You can draw the different stages, talk about what they're doing, and that can be fun. Next one is a cartoon that you can do, and we're not talking about an animated cartoon. We're talking about something like this, which I know some of you have never seen before. So it's basically these panels, as you can see, and they have these different characters, and the characters talk to each other, and there's drawings. So this could be a good one if you like to draw. Let's see here. Next is an animated flipbook. If you guys don't know what a flipbook is, this GIF right here in the corner is an example of a flipbook. Normally it's a little actual physical book, and you draw on each page, and then when you flip it, it looks like a movie playing. But maybe easier than that is just to do a keynote presentation, and then you flip through the slides really fast, and it looks similar to this, like a movie is being played. Okay, and then the final one is an actual animated movie. I don't know if any of the advisories is doing iMovie yet, but if you want to do movie and answer these questions, that is totally cool. Right, so here is the rubric. By the way, you can find the directions and the rubric like normal on Classcraft. The rubric, so of course there's organization and professionalism like normal. There is creativity, so the more creative your project is, you might get a couple extra points. English is a new requirement, so having good professional English without many grammar mistakes will get you more points. If like you write a book, for instance, and you don't have complete sentences, you're gonna miss some points on that. And the rest of these other ones are all content. So these are basically just the questions that you saw on the directions. and answering those questions fully and with clear understanding will get you the most points. Just like the previous project, if you copy, for instance, a little paragraph about why photosynthesis is important off the internet, you're only going to get 1 out of 4 possible points. It's much better just to read and understand that paragraph and then write it in your own words so that I know that you understand the concepts better. And then, of course, just answer all parts of the question, and yeah, that's how you'll get the most points. Anyways, I think this is a pretty good explanation of the project. You will get, see where it says here, you will get points on Classcraft. I thought I wrote it on here somewhere, but you're going to get your points after this project instead of at the very end of all of the projects, like we did for the first part, so you'll be able to buy some Takis or something else that you like. Yeah, I think this pretty much sums it up. So good luck on Project 4. I think you'll like it because there's less edgenuity, and it'll let you be creative and do some drawing or make a movie, some of the stuff you guys like.